Good morning, Judge Morrow. Did you get the ASC recommendations?
Yes, I did, Mr. Jordan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How you doing today?
All right.
Very good. I think that we are waiting on the litigation manager, Norris. So give me just a minute for her to get on, and then we can get started this morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can go ahead and start, Judge. I got her stuff until she gets here.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. So where would you like to start first this morning?
I think Miss Vigiletti wants to ask you.
Yes. Good morning, Ms. Vigiletti.
Good morning, Judge. I am the only public defender here so far because of the rain. The other PDs are running a little bit late. I do have one client I need to speak to, but we could run through maybe the other clients first since I'm the only one here, and maybe I'll do that when they get here.
Okay, that's fine with me. So whomever you have there that you're ready to begin with, just let me know.
Okay, so could we start with position number 22? That's an easy one, Paul McRory. He is entering a not guilty plea and waived his presence today.
And you filed a waiver?
I did, yes.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Ms. Falk. How are you today?
Doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
Good. Any input on Mr. McCrory, position 22?
No, other than we will be withdrawing our recommendation of 12 months served 90 days.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Murphy, what client do you have this morning? Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I have Clarence Armstrong, and it that a couple times. I think he's 2 and 3 on this calendar today, and I did get to see him personally in jail. He was back from Brady. I had conveyed the offer. He had declined it. We had counter proposal. They declined. So I guess we'll just have to go on to.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to interrupt, but Vonda Stanley raised her hand, and I think she might be associated with Mr. McCrory, the previous client.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Ms. Stanley. Let's see. There's been a waiver of appearance filed in that case. The case will be reset or returned to the division judge, and he and his counsel will receive notification of the next hearing date. Okay?
Oh, okay, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for being here this morning, ma'am. You'll get notification of the next hearing date as well.
Okay.
Okay, and so going back to Armstrong, you're going to file a waiver of appearance. I mean, a waiver of arraignment in the case, Mr. Murphy.
I shall, Judge, and he's in custody, not on this charge. He has a charge which he's not been able to make bond on, but I will file that. I will execute that waiver accordingly.
Okay, and so his case will be returned to the division judge, and he'll get notification of his next hearing date. Ms. Falk.
And Your Honor, the state is withdrawing our recommendation. We would like to sound for, which was just to put on the record, 12 months served, 78 days, credit for time served 39 days. So that would have been a time served plea. We would also like to sound for Ms. Terry Jackson.
Ms. Jackson's on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so, Ms. Falk. Thank you. Any further business, Mr. Murphy?
I would also say that that the state's recommendation included a probation, FVIP, and community service, and none of this we could agree to. So I just wanted to reflect that, Judge.
Okay.
And that's all.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yes, Ms. Vigiletti. Who is the next person that we have?
Yeah, positions 25 and 26 is William Pascal. I just wanted to let you know he went to Grady yesterday for a medical issue. So he's not present today. We'll have to reset him.
Okay, when would you like to reset him until?
I don't know the nature of his medical issues, maybe a week.
Okay, so a week, is that the 30th?
Yes.
Okay, we'll reset him until next Tuesday, the 30th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Moving to position 28, Nicholas Ragsdale, he's here.
what are we going to do with him this morning?
Mr. Ragsdale would like to enter a negotiated plea.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Mr. Ragsdale. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
You gotta say something.
No, I
Can
don't.
you hear? You want to speak with him, Ms. Vigiletti?
Is it okay if the case is heard over video?
Yeah,
Okay, so just say yes.
yes,
Okay, thank you, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes,
Okay, thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation on this case is 12 months probation, served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. That is from January 9th of 2024. We are also requesting the balance be probated. The defendant engage in an anti-theft course, 40 hours of community service to stay away from the Circle K that is located at 486 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast, and just standard no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
Okay. Ms. Vigiletti?
Oh, Your Honor, my apologies, and the state would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea.
We do for the purposes of the plea. I spoke with Mr. Ragsdale yesterday. He accepts full responsibility for stealing a vape from a gas station. He's young. It was a poor impulse decision. Mr. Ragsdale is without a job. He worked in fast food last year, but is between jobs right now. So I was wondering if this court could help him out in any way with some of the initial fees of probation as he's sort of getting himself together, because he does understand the class costs money and probation costs money. And of course, without a job, I don't want to bury him sort of right away in fees.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Ragsdale, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0000331E, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting, is that correct?
yes,
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
no,
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation? Are you satisfied with what Ms. Vigiletti's done for you?
yes,
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty, you're giving up that right to a trial by jury. You understand that?
yes,
Has anybody forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
no,
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Ragsdale. I believe that he's going to be able to get through the 40 hours of community service and the anti-theft class very quickly. Ms. Vigiletti, I will, although, have this probation terminate once he does it to give him an incentive to get it done and not have to pay those fees, okay? So if he can get it done in the first month, he can go ahead and move on with his life without having probation. Okay, so go ahead and get that done, Mr. Ragsdale, and you'll be done with this, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Ragsdale.
The next person on my calendar is position number 29, Jaden Smith. And Mr. Smith and the social worker and I are still working on housing for Jaden because he is 17 and 9 months old. We're having a little trouble. So if it's possible to reset to Thursday, I did speak to Mr. Smith. Our office spoke to Mr. Smith and he's okay with waiting till Thursday on this case.
Okay, we'll reset until 1:25, which is Thursday. Do you need to sound for anyone, Ms. Falk, on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to sound for Shannon Ijabo.
Ms. Ajabo is present and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Okay, so
No, I'm
we'll
present, but
Oh,
hello,
okay.
good morning.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Thank you for being here today. The case is going to be reset until this Thursday. So you're welcome to come join us again on Thursday, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, very good. You have a good day, ma'am. Thank you for being
You
here.
too. Okay, bye.
Anyone else we can take, Ms. Vigiletti?
My understanding of position 30 is that Mr. Wright on bond.
Okay.
Get all the information.
Can we get, I guess that's the jail, Norman Gibson. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. So position 30 was released. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. I'm showing that as well. He was released on the 18th.
Okay, so he will get notice of his next hearing date. Anyone else that we can take? Oh, do you need, let's see. I take it you don't need to sound for anyone in that case, Ms. Falk.
No, Your Honor, it's a DUI.
Okay,
Judge, I have one more client that's physically here. I need to speak with him and one client at ACDC. And ACDC did call over earlier to say that they're logging out a little bit late today.
okay, so why don't you go ahead and speak with that client, and the court will be on recess until you are ready to proceed or one of the other attorneys arrives.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So just let me know when you're ready.
Thank
And
you.
the court will be in recess until someone returns.
Oh, is it possible to be put in a breakout room with medical? So that I can speak to Mr. Nystrom here?
Yes, that'll be fine. So if we can, do you want your laptop placed into the breakout room?
Yeah, I will, I'm gonna log on right now, 30 seconds.
Okay, go ahead and get logged on and then we'll place you into the breakout room.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you.
Probation? Miss Thomas from probation. Miss Thomas, can you hear me? Miss Thomas, if you can hear me, please check your chat. Thank you.
You see right here? Yeah. Only thing is, when I did it on that computer right there, it's showing Blunt's name, but I mean, the report is under my name. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So that's still okay though, right? Yeah. That was cool so far. Yeah, good fun. Yeah. You ready, Mike? Yeah, everybody. Just.
Judge, if you're ready, we're ready with Mr. Nystrom, position 23 and 24.
Okay, and what are we doing with him this morning?
Mr. Nystrom would like to accept the negotiated plea.
Okay. And Mr. Nystrom's here in medical, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Nystrom. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. You agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk. You're on mute, Ms. Falk.
Darn it, every time it catches me. The state's recommendation on position 23 is going to be 12 months served, 56 days, credit for time served for 28 days. That's going to be from September 25th to September 27th, 2023, and then December 30th of 2023 until today. We're also asking that he stay away from all Georgia Tech property, no further contact with Michael Hayes, an anti-theft course, and 40 hours of community service. We would like to sound for Michael Hayes, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
We do.
As president wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. Yes, anything further, Ms. Vigiletti?
Yes, Judge, I talked to Mr. Nystrom yesterday as well as today. He takes responsibility for what happened. He fully understands. He'll stay away from Georgia Tech. He actually doesn't know Mr. Hayes, so no problem staying away from him in the future. We just were sort of making a plan earlier today about how to get this community service and anti-theft course done very quickly. So if you would be willing to make his probation non-reporting once he is done with those obligations. Mr. Nystrom does live in a shelter. His income is very limited. So that would be of great assistance to him to not have to worry about those fees once he's done with the class and the community service.
And let's see, position 24 is going to be null process, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. We are agreeable to non-reporting.
Okay. Mr. Nystrom, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 0057638, you wish to plead guilty to theft by taking, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Nystrom. As soon as you complete the community service and the anti-theft class, your probation will go to a non-reporting status, which means that you won't have to pay those fees. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you don't have to pay the fees, okay?
All right.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. My last cases are with ACDC. They haven't joined us yet today, right?
I don't believe they've joined us as of yet. So is Mr. McLean ready for us? I see that he's walking in the background.
I believe he is, as is Ms. Abden.
Okay.
I have Ms. Gervin from ACDC. That's my only guilty plea, Your Honor. Everybody else I've got is just going to be a waiver and I'm not guilty.
Okay. So ACDC is not on with us right now. While Ms. Abden is getting ready, would you like to go through those waivers so that we can at least put them on the record and have them?
Yes, Your Honor. Let me reach over to my list.
Okay.
No, that's going to be Mr. Hill, number 15.
Okay.
Mr. Hoffman, 1617. Mr. Jones, number 18. 19, Jordan was a null cross by the state.
Okay,
Winnie Kelly turned out to be a private counsel, which I think Your Honor is aware of already.
and who is the private counsel on position number 20?
Jacoby, Hudson, Jacoby Hudson.
And which position is that?
This is position,
20?
yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
Mr. Xavier Kelly, defendant.
So Ms. Strong, or Ms. Grace, do we have notice that there's private counsel on position 20, and do we know if Mr. Hudson's gonna be with us this morning?
He should be on with us this morning, Judge. He was on last week when we reset this case for today.
Oh, okay, all right, very
And I
good.
did communicate the offer to him last week, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I'll hold for his announcement.
And last but not least, Mr. McLean, 21. We've filled out the waiver. I'll just email that, forward it over.
Okay,
We had a good discussion as to the meaning of the name and the ancient history.
okay.
Please leave your message for 404817740. I want to. One here. Okay, so I guess we'll be in recess until Ms. Abden is ready or ACDC joins us.
Thank you, Judge.
Hmm.
Can we do position number 7 and 8, Campbell and medical?
Ask Mario Healthy to change his mind.
If his counsel is ready, the court's ready, but,
I'm ready, Judge, sorry.
you're fine. Good morning, Ms. Abden.
Good morning.
Okay, he's not guilty, that's fine. That's what I recommend. All right.
And, tell me again who this is.
Campbell, position 7 and number 8.
Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Campbell this morning?
Or you just wanna watch?
This is gonna be a not guilty waiver of arraignment and to be heard on bond.
Sure.
Okay, would you like, did you file a written waiver? Ms.
I have
Abden?
those, Judge, I'm going to send it over to the litigation manager.
Okay,
And which Campbell is this?
Yeah.
6 and 7.
Oh, never mind.
Well, 6 is Joshua, 7 is Felix, so I'm just trying to.
Oh.
I said Felix 7 and 8.
Okay,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you. My apologies. I just missed it. I know with 7, I did send an email to Miss Abden responding to her request on 7.
Okay, let me just check that.
So just so I can put on the record, Your Honor, Miss Abden did send me a medical excuse where the defendant apparently had been in Grady Hospital for the period of time where he was to appear in court and failed to appear. I have agreed to change his $3,000 surety bond to a $3,000 pretrial services bond. I will say on the record that he is currently being held on apparently the bonding company on his felony case, 23 CP 218738, came off his bond. So he has a $15,000 surety bond on that to make, and he has a foreign hold from Douglas County. So he's got bigger fish to fry.
So the battery charge, position number 7, he was out on bond for that charge, I take it?
That is correct. And then he had a failure to appear issued against him. Let me just give Your Honor that date. I believe it was July 3rd of 2023. And I did receive a medical note from Grady Hospital from Miss Abden stating that he was under the care of a doctor from, I believe it was June 28th to July 4th.
Okay, so is there any objection to reinstating the original bond on the battery charge?
Let me just check and see what the terms of the original bond were on that. I don't think that's what she's gonna want because it was $1,000.
Yeah, I was just gonna, it was a surety bond, Judge, so we wouldn't object to a pretrial bond and whatever conditions are necessary.
But, and he initially made that $1,000 bond?
That is correct.
Okay, all right, so what I think I'll do, if there's no objection, is I will, with the same conditions that were on the original bond, convert that to a signature bond through pretrial.
Thank you.
State has an
Okay.
objection.
Okay, that will be level 1.
I apologize.
Okay.
How much was it, Judge?
I believe, what was the original bond?
The original bond was $1,000 surety bond, so Your Honor would be
Okay.
converting that to $1,000 bond through signature bond through pretrial services, is what I'm hearing.
Okay, yes, you got that, Ms. Strong?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with all the original conditions on that bond.
And we would like to
Oh.
sound for Rodriguez Kane in case he is here.
Is Mr. Kane with us this morning? Does not appear so. Okay, Mr. Campbell, good luck to you, sir. Who do we have next that we can take, Ms. Abden?
We can do, is ACDC on with us? No, right?
Doesn't appear that they're on yet.
We can do Joshua Campbell, if you'd like.
Is he in the court with you?
Oh, I'm sorry. who is
Yes,
this?
he is. Come on, Mr. Campbell.
And what are we doing with Mr. Campbell this morning?
This is gonna be a not guilty waiver of arraignment, and to be heard on bond.
Okay, let me start with pretrial. Can I get his history? We have. Yes, good morning.
Judge. Good morning. Let's see, a moment.
Time served was the jail farther since the probation started.
This is Joshua Campbell. Yes, it looks like he has 10 arrest cycles beginning in 2018. Let's see. He's got a misdemeanor conviction for purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, and sale of marijuana from 2019 out of Gwinnett County. Got a felony conviction out of Coweta County for possession of Schedule II controlled substance. Disposition date on that is October of 2021. He received 5 years probation on that case. So it looks like he's probably still on probation. He has an FTA from 2021. Looks like 2 violations of probation. I'm sorry, 2 FTAs, 2 violations of probation. And then his last arrest was also for a failure to appear. Let's see. Looks like he has some history out of New York as well. His last arrest out of New York, it looks like they're all outside the 10-year period. Looks like it was in 2010 for reckless endangerment in the first degree, criminal possession of a weapon. And it looks like that resulted in a felony conviction also in 2012.
Thank you, Ms. Tyson.
And it looks like he has a hold out of Brighton, Colorado. Date, yeah, the warrant was signed June 20th, 2023.
And pretrial, did you mention that is he currently on probation? I just wanted to confirm.
That's what it looks like.
And Your Honor, I will say we reached out to Ms. Thomas with probation just to check to see if he was on any current state probation, and she stated that she did not see any state probation. I also checked with Cobb County because it was indicated that he may be on probation in Cobb County. However, his Cobb County case is still showing open. So if
because he has 5 years, because he had 5 years probation and he was sentenced 2021.
Sure.
Okay, and tell me, what is he on probation for?
Possession of Schedule II controlled substance, and that's out of Coweta County.
Okay. Thank you. I take him, he missed a court date, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. He actually, in addition to the FTAs he has from 2021, I believe the pretrial said he had 2 previous FTAs. He also bench warranted in October of 2023. Judge Law issued a bench warrant for him with $1,000 surety bond. So this defendant does have a history of bench warrants, which does give the state some concern about him returning for this case. We do ask that the bond remain as set, which is $1,000 surety bond. We also, as I stated, we were directed that he may be on probation elsewhere, and it was the basis for maybe negotiating for a balance suspended instead of balance probated. The state is still willing to do that if somebody can provide actual proof that he is still on probation. Since we talked to Ms. Thomas and we're not showing he's still on probation, and when I was directed to look at Cobb County, it's showing he's still on his open felony drug case there from 2022, which is after this case happened. So we also have concerns about a risk of reoffense since he's racking up cases subsequent to our case.
So
what calendar was this on that he missed a court date?
It was on the status conference calendar on October 6, 2023 with Judge Law.
Okay.
and he did miss court on that date.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Abden.
Thank you, Judge. So he actually, Mr. Campbell gave me the Cobb County probation information. It's like the sentence disposition. I can send that to the state if we want to maybe hold on this, and maybe if the state would be willing to enter the plea that I emailed about, the negotiated plea, given this information.
That's fine. I in the email, I just said I need something in writing. So if you do have it, if you could send it over, that would be helpful.
Will do. Yeah, he's it looks like this happened on January 5th. And he's going to be on probation and out of Cobb for the next 3 years. He also indicated that when he bench warranted last time, he was actually in jail. Okay, so he's been in jail since September 21st, 2023. So he stated that he was in jail and that's why he was unable to make it to court.
Okay. So Your Honor, if we could hold on this case just until I can receive the paperwork, and I believe there is a resolution to be had here once I receive the paperwork confirming he's on state probation.
Is there someone else we can take in the meantime?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Mr. Xavier Kelly. That's Mr. Hudson's client,
Okay.
Kobe Hudson.
I'm sorry, Judge Morrow, before we get to this case, Miss Abden, on the other Campbell case, the one that Judge Morrow just amended the bond on, Mr. Jordan said, please put the FTA number because that's the number that
As the bond.
the amended bond will be. Can you put that on your order when you send it over? You can put both numbers, but please just make sure that you put the FTA number on there, since that's what the bond will be amended.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Judge Morrow.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, John, I can hear you.
Okay, good. What are we doing with Mr. Kelly this morning?
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask that Mr. Kelly case be further notice to the trial calendar. Ms. Falk, good morning, by the way. I did get your offer, but I need discovery on the case. And Mr. Kelly is actually out on bond on this case. He's been held on a felony case that I plan on getting resolved, getting his bond reinstated due to a change of address. So, Judge, we're gonna ask that this case, I did get the offer, but Mr. Kelly is not gonna accept the offer. We want to proceed to the trial calendar.
Okay, do I need to arraign him this morning, or are you going to file a waiver of arraignment?
I'll file a waiver, Judge, you know.
Okay. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to sound for John Terriana Lawton in case she is here in court, and the state is withdrawing our offer of 12 months served, 180 days, credit for time served 25 days, as well as conditions.
I'm here.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Lawton. Let's see, there's been a waiver of arraignment that will be filed in the case. Mr. Kelly will be, his case will be returned to the division judge, and you will get notification of his next hearing date, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for being here this morning. And Mr. Kelly, again, your case will be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. All right. Anything, Mr. Hudson, anything further on Mr. Kelly this morning?
Yeah, just so we're clear, Mr. Kelly is technically still out on bond on this case, right? The state hasn't filed any motions on this case.
We have not.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms.
All
Falk. I'll send you an email and just get the discovery over to me. And I know that this case is assigned to Judge Edie, so I guess we'll just get back on the track over there and hopefully resolve it.
And you will be receiving discovery from Judge Edie's team.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Falk.
Thank you.
Good seeing you, Judge Morrow.
You also, Mr. Hudson. See you next time. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Who do we have next?
We have position number 18.
Okay.
15 and.
This is Mr. Jones. A waiver is being filed in Mr. Jones's case. So Mr. Jones, your case is going to be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Mr. Jones, is that correct? We talked yesterday.
Yeah.
See, we had gotten an email about putting him on the SAP, but upon conversation, it's not guilty.
Okay.
We'll file that waiver for you, Mr. Jones. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, the
Before-
state,
Go ahead.
We assume what the state's going to say. We tell all the clients that.
right,
Let
but
it
I
put
would
it on
also
the
like to
record.
sound for the victim, which is Stardrika Smith. Yes, correct, Stardrika Smith, and we would like to revoke the offer of 12 months or 60 days, credit for time served 7 days, as well as the attendant conditions.
Ms. Smith is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity to do so. Okay. Who do we have next?
Do you have any clients with the ACDC? I do.
In Durban.
Two ACDC.
And Jordan's and all across.
Clients with the- I have, yeah.
Who do we have in medical?
Position 10, Collins.
Who's representing?
I'm representing Collins, Judge. I went to Union City to see him yesterday and he was already transported to Fulton, so I wasn't able to see him. Are we able to
Okay.
reset this to Thursday?
If that's your request, Ms. Abden, I'm happy to reset it.
Thank you.
Okay, so, and he's also add-on 1, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so position 10 on the regular calendar and add-on 1 will reset until the 25th. So, Mr. Collins, I'll see you back on Thursday, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, medical. Anyone else that we can take in courtroom 2?
We did mention, I think, the non-process and Ms. Jordan.
We have already sent that over.
Okay, great.
Can we do position 4?
I need to speak with him.
You need to speak to him?
Yeah, and I have the last 2 are ACDC.
All right, stand by, Judge.
Okay, we'll be in recess until someone's ready.
Judge Morrow, we have an announcement on position 5, whenever the court's ready.
Yes, Ms. Abden.
Here.
Okay,
So we're gonna ask for a reset until Tuesday. He has another case where he's being considered by Georgia Works to enter their program. So he has that interview tomorrow. We're hoping we can have an answer by Tuesday.
yeah, that's Mr. Brooks.
Correct. Oh,
Okay, so-
I'm sorry, it's position 4, not position.
4,
Sorry.
okay. Now, Mr. Beatty, position 4, reset until 1:30 next Tuesday. Okay,
And-
is that
and-
Mr. Beatty that's with you? That's seated, okay, yes, we'll see you back next week, Mr. Beatty.
Thank you. And Judge, I also have an announcement on position 5. We're
Okay.
gonna reset that to Thursday. He refused the attorney visit yesterday.
Okay, that's reset to 1:25. Okay,
And the rest of mine are ACDC.
do we have any estimate as to when ACDC will join us today?
I spoke with Officer Milton. She said that she has another calendar and will log in around 9:45 as soon as she's done with the other calendar.
Okay. Are there any probation cases that we can take?
No, I'm ready for position 1 and 2 on probation.
And do we have anyone with us on the probation calendar?
I will ask. Do we have Larry?
Hey, Milton, we're on. Are you ready?
We got, position 3 and 4, Sonny Lee Johnson.
I think it's probably attorney.
That's probably attorney.
Owen Lynch.
Your Honor, is Owen Lynch gonna log on today for position 3 and 4?
I don't know. Ms. Strong, do we know if Attorney Lynch is going to be with us?
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that information. Any information from Mr. Lynch? Who is the defendant that we're
I
talking?
think it's probation calendar positions 3 and 4. Mr. Johnson, Sonny Johnson.
Okay, I'll see.
And do we have anyone on from probation?
I'm trying to contact them, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, the court will be ready when someone's ready for me. Okay, so you just let me know.
Your Honor, there's good news. We got a phone call that ACDC is about to log on.
Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor, the state is ready on Joshua Campbell. We just received the probation information that does indicate he is on probation for 3 years and was sentenced on January 5th, 2024.
And so what are we doing with Mr. Campbell this morning?
And we will need Ms. Abden for this. So the state was asked to change our recommendation from 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 22 days, balance probated 8 weeks anger management and no further violent contact with Joseph Campbell to a balance suspended sentence. We understand that that will result in us dropping the 8-week anger management, which we're agreeable to doing, but we are going to ask for the to remain the condition of no further violent contact with Joseph Campbell to remain.
Okay, and is that your
I missed the very beginning, ASG folks. So are we doing the no balance probated conditions are the same?
No balance probated, we'd have to drop the condition of 8-week anger management, but we would retain the condition of no further violent contact since the balance suspended would not disturb that.
No objection, and we appreciate, your consideration, Mr. Falk.
And that's what Mr. Campbell, will accept?
Correct.
Okay.
So let me just state that again a little slower for the record than Your Honor. I kind of breezed through that pretty quickly.
Okay. Let me address him first and
Yes,
just
Your
do it in the order that we normally do it in, since I don't believe I've addressed him as of yet. Good morning, Mr. Campbell. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Can you raise your right hand for me? The other one. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Campbell has two positions. Position 6, the state will be issuing a null cross on that position, and position 9. On position 9, the simple battery, the state is agreeing to 12 months to serve, 60 days, credit for time served, 22 days. That is from May 30th to June 4th of 2021 and January 8th of 2024 until today. The balance will be suspended, and we are asking for no further violent contact from Joseph Campbell. We would like to sound for Mr. Joseph Campbell, and we are also asking the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
I apologize, it went out. Ms. Falk went out in the process of her giving the plea on my end. I'm not sure on anybody else's, so I didn't hear the whole thing of what she was saying to confirm after the balance suspended.
Okay, no further violent contact with Joseph Campbell after balance suspended. And we are asking the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. And we would like to sound for Mr. Joseph Campbell.
So if Mr. Campbell is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. Okay, Ms. Abden?
So stipulate, so I thought it would just be serve 60 days, 22 days credit for time served, not the whole year to serve.
It isn't a year to serve. It's 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, 22 days.
Understood. I misheard you.
Oh, okay, got it.
Anything further, Ms. Abden?
Nothing further. And we're just asking that you take the state's recommendation.
Okay. Mr. Campbell, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 002597E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct? Can you hear me, Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Do you want to take a moment to ask me a question? Judge, can we just have one moment? You just have a quick question.
Okay, that's fine if you mute yourself.
Thank you. We're ready to proceed with the plea, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Campbell, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
That's right.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by Ms. Abden. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Very satisfied.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, Mr. Campbell, I will accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay, I see that we also, ACDC has joined us, and we do have someone on the iPhone for jail court, so you all let me know where you'd like to go next.
Dorsey, guys, thanks on my watch. I can talk about that.
2 and 3, if you guys are ready.
That's private.
Your Honor, probation is on the line when you're ready.
Okay, thank you. So two and three?
Yes.
I have those at the
This is-
waiting jury.
Yes, this is Mr. Armstrong. There's been a waiver of his appearance. There'll be a waiver of arraignment. Mr. Armstrong, your case will be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
All right.
Okay? All right. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So who do we have at ACDC?
Your Honor, among other cases, number 14, Annie Gervin is at ACDC.
Okay, let's see who we have sitting before me.
What's your first name?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Darrell Dorsey.
Position
Dorsey?
elected judge.
And what are we doing with Mr. Dorsey today?
I saw Mr. Dorsey yesterday. He was under the impression that he did not have other things holding him. I just wanted to let him know that he has 3 cases holding him. This case is not holding him. So he wanted to enter not guilty, waiver of arraignment, and be heard on bond.
Yeah, this case isn't holding.
Right, but this case is not holding him, so there is nothing to discuss regarding bond on this one.
Okay, so Mr. Dorsey, your case will be returned to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, all right. Good luck to you, Mr. Dorsey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Officer Brooks is with us. If we can, I don't know if we have any probation cases that we can take.
I have positions 1 and 2, and you have positions 5 through 12. 3 and 4 are private attorney.
Okay, are they in the court with you?
I believe 3 and 4 might be, but I don't know if the private attorney is.
No, I don't see the private attorney on there.
No, there's no attorney with us as of yet, so we can take anybody else that's on the calendar.
You can take 5 through 12. Yeah, go through 5 through 12.
Latrice Shelton, positions 5 through 12 on the probation calendar. She should be ready at ACDC.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like anyone is there at the moment, so. Okay, we're moving in mud today, but we'll get through it.
Quick second, I said, come on, everybody have that. Well,
I'll walk them over.
Okay, I guess the court will be in recess until someone's ready.
Your Honor, I have Ms. Natisha Woods.
Okay,
Good morning. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
no problem. Good morning, Officer
morning.
Milton. Let's see, what are we doing with Ms. Woods today?
Ms. Woods is position 31, and I did speak with her yesterday. Unless anything has changed for Ms. Woods, she would like to take a negotiated plea.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Woods. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the battery charge, the state's recommendation is 12 months in jail, serve 314 days, credit for time served 157 days. That is from August 2nd of 2023. Count 2 will merge into count 1. We would like to sound for Mr. Randall Evans. And we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
We do for the plea, thank you.
Court, now is your opportunity. Anything further, Ms. Vigiletti?
No, Judge, Ms. Woods accepts the plea as offered.
Okay. Ms. Woods, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 006891J, you wish to plead guilty to battery, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Woods. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Anyone else at ACDC that we can take?
Yes,
Officer Milton?
We have 5 more, but they're en route.
Okay, well, let us know when you're ready.
All right.
Is there anyone else in courtroom 2 that we can take? No? Okay. We will be in recess until someone's ready.
Position 1 and 2 on probation.
Okay, is anyone with us at courtroom 2?
Hi,
Here we
Judge.
are.
And is this your case, Ms. Abden, Mr. Galat?
Yes, it is.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Galat. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the probation revocation calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Galat. Yes, Officer Brooks, good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning, Your Honor. We're here for Mr. Larry Gallant. He has failed to report to probation on the past 3 occasions. He still owes probation fees and he has not, what we're asking though for is for him to have time served.
Uh, 14 days, is that, how long is he, how long has he served, do you know?
Let's see. Yes, 14, he served 14 days, Your Honor.
Okay. Any objection, Ms. Abden?
No objection. We're just asking that Your Honor take the probation recommendation.
Okay. Time served, Mr. Galat. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, will that be successful or unsuccessful?
Well, I guess since he didn't do anything, it's unsuccessful, right?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Mr. Galat. All right, court will be in recess.
What's your name, young lady? What? Come on, have a seat. Your name is what? Danielle Farrell. Your Honor, I have Danielle Farrell. Position 12 and 13.
Ms. Abner, what are we doing with Ms. Farrell today?
It's going to be a waiver of arraignment, which I will submit to the court, not guilty, and be heard on bond.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Farrell. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Good morning, ma'am. Your counsel is, let's see, do we have Ms. Falk on with us before I go any further?
You do, Your Honor.
Okay, your counsel is filing a waiver of arraignment in your case. As such, it will be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date. I take it that I'm sorry, ma'am, is it Farrell or Farrell?
It's Farrell.
Okay, yes, Ms. Farrell, I take it that Ms. Farrell missed court date, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On November 6, 2023, in front of Judge Roth, there was a failure to appear issued for her failure to appear at a final plea.
Okay, Ms. Abden?
Yes, so my client recently moved. She was living with her uncle. He's about 75 years old. He's a little forgetful, Judge. So that's where her notice went to. She's going to provide the clerk and the court with an updated address to where she just moved in Fulton. This was a misunderstanding. She just, didn't know of the court date. She didn't receive notice.
Okay, given that Judge Roth issued this, I will allow him to modify the bond if he sees fit. So she will have to seek a modification in front of Judge Roth.
And Your
All
Honor,
right.
the state would withdraw our plea recommendation of 12 months served, 34 days, credit for time served, 17 days, along with the conditions.
Okay. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, we have position 14, Ms. Gervin.
What are we doing with Ms. Gervin this morning?
Your Honor, that I understand to be a guilty plea. I had preferred a social worker talk to her first. I don't think that ever occurred, but she states that she will follow through with probation. She does not have phone numbers of her relatives. And a lot of people these days just don't memorize them. So that was my only concern.
So
She
this
does
is a negotiated plea?
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor.
McClellan?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, she does have a mental health history, so I would ask the probation department to be aware of that.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Gervin. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose. Good morning, ma'am, that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Ms. Gervin. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on this case is on count 1, 12 months probation, served 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. That is going to be from January 6th of 2024. Balance probated, we are recommending an ADET and an MHET and no further contact with Nizar Alibhai, ALIBHAI, and stay away from 490 Paces Ferry Road Northwest. On count 2, the state's recommendation is 12 months concurrent with count 1. We would like to sound for Mr. Alibhai.
So, as President wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity.
And
Yes, Ms. Falk.
we would also like to ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea.
For the purpose of the plea, we do so stipulate.
Further, Mr. McLean?
Ms. Gervin, it is extremely important that you report to 132 Mitchell Street, second floor. upon a reasonable time after release. And by reasonable, I always think of, 48 hours, 2 days.
Yes,
Just
sir.
get there as quickly as possible, second floor, 132 Mitchell Street, okay?
Okay, will you give me this information? The address?
I'm telling it to you now, somebody needs to write it down. We discussed it last night. You have several contacts, you just don't have their phone numbers.
I know. I will get them time I get out because
Got a cousin, she's got uncle, she's got her husband. They're all contacts, but she doesn't have any phone numbers. So I'm just very concerned that she get to 132 Mitchell within a couple of days of getting released. Got to be there during daytime business hours.
Okay, anything further before I take the plea, Mr. McLean?
Nothing.
Okay, Ms. Gervin, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 000103G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and possession and use of drug-related objects. Is that correct?
yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, just what I had just took my prescription, which is of my Motrin.
Okay. You've been represented by Mr. McLean. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Is that
sir.
a yes? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Gervin. Let's see. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the terms done, the sooner you won't have to actively report to probation, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Gervin.
Okay, when was the time I could leave?
The jail will release you as soon as they can. They have 2,000 people in this building and they work through their stack of papers at the record room as soon as they can. You should be released in a day or two, hopefully tonight, hopefully later this afternoon or this evening.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thanks.
All right, next we have position 19, Avery Jordan.
That was the stated announced in all cross.
That is correct, and Your Honor, we have submitted.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Jordan. Your cases have been dismissed, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
Next, we have position 27, Ms. Pulliam.
And what are we doing with who's representing Ms. Pulliam?
Judge, Attorney McLeod is listed as Ms. Pulliam's attorney.
Okay, Ms. Strong, do we know if Ms. McLeod's going to be with us today?
I haven't gotten any information, but I will reach out to her to let her know. This is position 26.
27.
27.
27. Okay, give me a moment. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else that we could take at ACDC? Ms. Pulliam, we'll be back with you as soon as we can reach your attorney.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The next one is position 5 on the probation calendar, Ms. Shelton.
I think she's 5 through 12.
Yep, she's 5 through 12.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Shelton. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the probation revocation calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's see, Officer Brooks.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that she continue on probation, but that she be required to complete her condition within 30 days.
Okay, what has she or has she not done?
She has not completed a shoplifting course.
Has she been reporting properly?
No, she has not, Your Honor. She's not been reporting properly as well.
Ms. Vigilante, what's the problem?
Judge, I talked to Ms. Shelton yesterday. There was a very genuine misunderstanding. After we talked about it, I completely understood when she was convicted of these theft offenses, she heard the phrase time served in the courtroom because of course we say 12 months probation time served and didn't understand her probation requirements. I showed her the address for the probation office and she told me that was the first time an attorney had ever shown her that address or talked to her about where to go or what to do. So we're clear now. She fully understands. She was very surprised when she was arrested for non-reporting probation, but she did tell me that, you know, she felt it was a good thing actually that she was arrested because it gave her an opportunity to get back on some mental health medication that she needs that she was not previously on. So she's on medication, she's feeling good. I'm actually sending a social worker to talk to her about a few things that are going to help her stay on track, like getting a local ID and staying on top of her medical needs, because she actually is a recent gunshot victim. And so she needs a local ID to continue some medical care. So I think Ms. Shelton is on track. She knows what she needs to do now. I did have a question. Is the request that she completes that shoplifting course in the next 30 days or starts it?
Is that she completes it within the next 30 days.
Do you know how many hours that course is, Officer Brooks?
I don't off the top of my head, but I do know it's doable in 30 days to have it completed. That's a fair amount of time in 30 days.
Okay, I know some of the classes are like several weeks, so I just wanted to make sure that was
The
one.
shoplifting class is not. She'll be able to complete it within 30 days.
Okay, so Ms. Shelton, I will reinstate you. Go ahead and get that shoplifting class done so you can get this behind you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Judge,
All
is it possible if once she has completed that class, if her probation could convert to non-reporting? She is on disability income. Her income is $712 a month. So if it's possible to not, you know, worry about probation fees longer than she needs to, that would be extremely helpful.
That's fine with, does she owe anything or is it just that?
So because she hasn't reported yet, the fees owed is a total of $147. We did speak about that yesterday.
Okay, so as soon as she completes all the terms, and gets whatever pay that she needs to get paid, then it can go to a non-reporting status so that she doesn't have to, pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, nothing further. Good luck to you, Ms. Shelton.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Strong.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Have we heard anything from Owen Lynch? the
No,
attorney?
sir. No, sir.
Okay, was a message left or anything of that nature?
I did leave a message.
Okay, we haven't heard back. It's about going on 11 o'clock. Officer Brooks, I believe that's your last case this morning. Am I right about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, given that we haven't heard from the attorney, I'm gonna reset positions 3 and 4 until Thursday. I don't want to hold you up, not knowing whether or not he's going to appear or not.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Okay, so
I'm sorry to interrupt. Could I ask to be put in a breakout room with ACDC because I forgot to gather Ms. Shelton's updated contact information for the probation officer.
okay, yeah, just give me one moment. So we'll reset positions 3 and 4 until Thursday. And Officer Brooks, you are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see, if you have that paperwork, your colleagues probably have my the address that you can send it to, so I can sign it and get it back to you, or you can send it to Ms. Strong.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Ms. Strong did give me her information in chat previously.
Okay, very good. So Ms. Strong will get it to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
And Your Honor, if I
Yes.
can just get the announcements on position 1 and 2, Mr. Gilat, just for my notes
1 and 2,
on the probation calendar.
and it was time served. Time
Thank you.
served. Okay,
Position
let's see.
number-
Now,
Your Honor,
Ms.
position
Gillette-
number 14, Gervin, she needed the number for the 132 Mitchell Street.
Okay, so that was with Mr. McLean, so why don't I,
What she needs is the actual address. The phone number is not really a way that people communicate with the probation department. They show up. So she needs to know 132 Mitchell Street. She needs to memorize that. She needs to be there in person within a couple of days.
Okay.
Thank you.
we could get that to her in writing, that would be helpful.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Vigiletti, you need to go into a breakout room with the jail courts. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, just to speak with Ms. Shelton to make sure we have her updated contact information for her probation.
Okay, so we can, do we have anyone else at jail courts that we need to address?
Miss Pulliam, position number 27.
That's
Okay.
the conflict case for with. Attorney
Okay, so
Wilson.
we're holding on Ms. Pulliam. Okay, so I guess if we can place Ms. Vigiletti's laptop in jail courts into a breakout room for a moment.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
And Ms. Falk,
Yes,
did you
Your
have
Honor.
something?
No, Your Honor.
No, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Officer Brooks, you're free to go, I believe. Have a good day. Okay, so I guess we will again be in recess until someone's ready to go.
On some other case in the past, I don't know how it came up. That's probably what it was. I'm just guessing, but if you're making the conflict of interest, we assume that you got a conflict of interest, that on some cases there is a conflict. If it's a conflict in one case, then it would be better for us not to. You gotta have trust in the legal system and trust in the legal system.
Mike, was you muted?
It would be torn down a bit.
Ms. Strong,
Yes, sir.
any word on Ms. McLeod?
So I sent her an email and she had not responded, but I just called her and I didn't get an answer, so I left a voicemail as well. I
Okay.
don't know if you want to just reset this case
Till
until
Thursday?
as well.
Yes, because this, is this the last case? I believe this is the last case that we have. Are we
Mm.
holding on anyone else?
I don't have anything for position number 1, but maybe I missed that.
Is
That
it-
was the one where the state was reaching out to the DA's office regarding a felony transfer.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Oh,
have
no
you,
problem.
have you all heard, so you haven't heard back yet?
We just heard back, actually, I'm looking at the email now. We just heard back at, let me see what time, 10:21. And so I need to follow up with Mr. Hutcherson's question. A question was asked of me by him, and so I need to follow up.
Okay. Is that a question that you think will be determinative?
Yes.
And, okay, do we need, I guess my question is, do we need to reset it, or do I just need to allow you time? Do you think he'll get back with you in a timely manner?
I am hopeful. So if we can reset this for the 30th, I think that will give us enough time to get a clear answer. I want to say the 25th, but I also don't want to kind of set us up to kick the can down the road again.
Okay. Who's representing position number 1, Mr. Aquat?
I am, Judge.
Okay, so we will reset until 1:30.
Would it be possible to reset to Thursday and then see if we have an answer, just because this is the only thing holding him?
Oh, yes, I prefer to do that. So
Okay.
let's reset Mr. Aquat position 1 till Thursday.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
All right, and we are also going to reset position 27 for Ms. McLeod until Thursday also. Which is 125. And with that, I believe, I believe that completes the calendar. Let me go back and let me address Ms. Pulliam. May I see Ms. Pulliam, please? Yes, Ms. Pulliam, I apologize. We cannot seem to reach your attorney. As such, we will be resetting your case until Thursday. So I'll see you back on Thursday. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did I miss the information on position number 21, Ms. McLean?
Number 21 was a not guilty. We're filing a written waiver of presence and arraignment. We're on mute.
Nope, we could hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Ms. Strong.
Position number 1 is reset SAP 125 pending DA transfer. Position number 2 was a waived jury. Position number 3, waived jury. Position number 4 was reset SAP 130. Position number 5, reset SAP 125. Position number 6 was null pros. Position number 7 will be returned to the division. Position number 8 was an amended bond, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial, level 1. Position number 9 was a negotiated plea. Position number 10 was reset SAP 125. Position number 11 was waive arraignment, return to the division judge. Position number 12 was waive arraignment, reset jail jury. Position number 13 was waive arraignment, reset jail jury. Position number 14, negotiated plea. Position number 15, 16, and 17, waived arraignment, reset jail jury. Position number 18, waived arraignment, reset jail jury. Position number 19 was null pros. Position number 20, waived arraignment, reset jail jury. Position 21, reset jail jury. Position number 22, waived jury. Position number 23 was a negotiated plea. Position number 24 was null pros. Position 25 was reset SAP 130. Position 26 was reset SAP 130. Position number 27 was reset SAP 125. Position 28 was a negotiated plea. Position 29 was reset SAP 125. Position number, I'm sorry, did I say 29? Position 29. Position number 30 was relief, reset further notice. Position number 31 was a negotiated plea, and the FTA to go along with that case was null pros. On the add-on calendar, position number 1 was reset SAP 125. On the probation calendar, position number 1 and 2 was, I apologize, and the internet is down. So I have a time served and a dismissal. Positions 3 and 4 are reset for Thursday's SAP calendar. And position number 5, the probation was reinstated, correct?
Yes.
Okay, did I miss anything?
Can I just get can you announce on 5 again for me?
On the probation?
Oh, no, on the regular calendar, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was reset to Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I had, but I think I may have lost track at some point in the very beginning and mixed up 1 or 2 of them.
Yes, I have a reset for Thursday's SAP calendar.
Got it. All right, thank you.
Okay, anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor.
If not, thank you all. I appreciate it. And I will see you on Thursday.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thursday, all right.